For a change, I decided to record this video on my USA account. You can see that I created an outfit inspired by the old MSP aesthetics. There also is another reason why I'm currently on my USA account, and it has everything to do with everything that has been going on for the last few days, especially on here. Of course, on the UK server, if you guys have seen something about it, you will probably know that there are some hackers. Well, it's not really a hack, it's probably an exploiting program people are using to hack into MSP so they can change mugshots or art books or the high scores or anything, and they're replacing the images with just straight up weird pictures. I know on the UK server it has happened, but not as frequent as on here on the USA server, because on here it is just straight up disturbing with the pictures that they came up with. It firstly started off quite funny. I will not say that it's extremely funny what the people are doing. It's extremely illegal to break into a game and replacing things. Like, that's not acceptable, just to put that forward. But to make the point, well, it firstly started off rather innocently with pictures of like a person crying, even though why would you post a picture of a person without their permission? Like, that's just straight up illegal to do. If you didn't know, yes, that is illegal. But those pictures were kind of innocent, and of course on the UK server, Pixie, for example, turned into a gorgeous British girl with typical British makeup. Zack turned into a chicken, which was just straight up funny. Is that a chicken? Sorry, I just couldn't resist it. I'm so incredibly sorry. But on the USA server, there were also some people changing pictures to, for example, the high scores were a picture of a boy crying, but now they just simply went too far. I'm not going to be showing any of the pictures here, because if I do, or if I describe them in any sort of way, YouTube will actually demonetize me. That's how disturbing the pictures are. Like, it's the pictures for the art books, I could straight up tell what was going on there, because there was a person on there with barely wearing any clothes. And it also had a slur in it. And like, why would you use a slur for those kind of purposes? Like, that's straight up disturbing, disgusting, and you should never do that. Like, it's unacceptable. Well, let's just say that currently on the high scores, there's a picture of a person who is missing a body part, and the body part contains your brain. I just hope that YouTube will not demonetize me by just simply saying that. Like, it's actually very disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Well, I have to admit, when I first saw the picture, I could not tell what was going on. But now that I know what's going on in a picture, I cannot unsee it. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, why would you use those kind of pictures? I actually wanted to use another word, but if I use that word, YouTube will demonetize me, so I will not do that. But like, why are people doing this? First of all, hacking into MSP is like very dated at this point. I mean, like, of course, the first example I can think of is, of course, Anonymous, who hacked kind of into MSP, but there was also someone using an exploiting tool. Like, people have been doing this since 2012, and now in 2024, you decide to do kind of the same thing, but now you do it with changing high score pictures, room pictures, art books, with just the most disgusting photos you've ever seen in your entire life. Like, what the hell are you doing with your life then? What I've just heard is that MSP is not focusing on fixing it or anything. I also saw some people saying like, oh, it's not kind of a problem. I mean, there's only grown-ups on this game. And I'm just like, there may be many grown-ups on this game, but it's still a kids game, and it's still getting targeted to kids. And like, if you expose kids to these kind of pictures, like, I'm flipping 20 years old, and even I am getting disgusted by the photos I've seen. It's straight up unacceptable. And if you're somehow listening, probably not, but if you're somehow listening, really change it. This is really getting out of hand. You guys really have to change this. So stop focusing on the upcoming Halloween theme and fix this. This is straight up unacceptable. Well, that was my little rant. I also didn't think that I had to make a video about this. But anyway, that was for now the video. I promise that Next time there will be a much light-hearted video coming up. So this was just a one-off rant about what's currently going on. I feel like as an MSP YouTuber, I feel responsible to report on these kind of things. Thanks for coming to this rant video. I think that's the best way to describe it right now. If you somehow learned something from this video, well, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and like I said, I will promise you guys that I will make a much more lighthearted video the next time. So till then, bye!